Hey, I want you to leave me a comment, okay? Whether it's an emoji or hi or a question. I want you to give me a thumbs up. I want you to subscribe down there, and I want you to watch it all the way through. Let's talk about the easy life, okay? Let's go. Hey everyone. Van life is easy. You know, I'm going to say it. Van life really is easy. Now, here's my condensation issue. Let me show you this. On rainy days like this, it's pretty easy. It's easy to get the condensation off. What I do is I turn on my defogger, full blast, put it on warm. It rises up because here it's the same as behind my windshield cover. So I just turn this on, keep it on warm, and if it's really, really, really bad, I just take off and drive away. It will get rid of all of this, then I park in the sun for the rest of the day. It's still easy. I mean, I may have to drive around, and I'm parked in the sun right now. It's been raining. This is the 5th day. Raining on and off, and today it was cats and dogs. So I've got condensation. I've got 81%. I got a monitor here for humidity and temperature. 81% humidity. Wow, I'm surprised that water isn't dripping. But I'll tell you, yesterday, what I did was I parked in the sun. It wasn't that big a deal. It started, towards the afternoon, it started to get very hot in here. So I did move, but I was down to 15%. So what it does is it gets rid of moisture. Now, if I was in a home and I had a lot of moisture, let's say I had a leak or something in a house, my house wasn't completely sealed properly, like a lot of older houses are, well, being in the sun isn't going to help anything. Especially if you have a 2-story, if you have an upstairs, the basement is not going to get in the sun, okay? And you might have a north-facing side of your house. So I think it's a lot easier. You're still going to get condensation in a house. But I think in a minivan, in a van, I think it's easier. I really do. Now, here's another thing too. What about parking? So many people get worried about parking. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about parking. Well, all I have to do is park, especially during the day. I just go somewhere and I park. Whether it's boondocking or in a city, I park. That's what I do. I just pull in and I park for the day. Or I can do a lot of different spaces. But if I was in a house, okay, if I'm going to build a house, I've got to get building permits. I got to get a foundation going. I have to have equipment come in. It's expensive to build a house. My lighting, you know what I got going on? Lighting. I always talk about lighting, don't I? But what I got going on are their clouds, and they're moving really fast. So the sun comes out, then the clouds, sun. So let's see. Okay, so all I have to do is in my van is I have to park, find a level spot and park. But if I was going to build a home, you have to make sure that it gets level. It's expensive. Now, when I park, I'm trying to make this cute, but it really is the truth. When I park my vehicle, I stay for the day or whatever, I don't have to fill out an application and give them my credit history like you do if you rent. No, it's free. I can just pull in and park. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So, van life really is easy, and it's fun, and it's a lot of variety. What else is easy? I've got a list for you here, okay? Cooking. I cook, yes. I eat so healthy now, so I can't have anybody tell me, well, I do a lot of cooking too. I got a kitchen, but I eat very healthy. I can make different things. I eat so healthy. Well, yesterday, if you look at this morning's video, a little confession. I didn't on Sunday eat so healthy, and I was sick. So that, yeah, go look at that this morning if you haven't. Or if you're watching this later, go look at the one below this one, okay? Yeah. So I eat very healthy. I have one small stove, one skillet, one plate that I only have to drag around, one set of utensils. Now talk about easy. Yeah, I don't have all this stuff I have to worry about. And I don't have a sink full of dishes. You know, my theory is the more dishes you have, the more washing you have to do, because they'll just end up in the sink or the dishwasher. And think about the dishwasher. Wow, talk about that. Talk about not being sustainable. Yeah, here's my dishwasher. Me hands and and this. Yeah, I do it all on here. It's so easy. It's so simple. It's so minimalist. What else is easy? Laundry. Well, okay. I don't have that much laundry, and all I have to do is toss it in any town laundromat. Done, okay? Showering. Now, here we go. Showering. Okay. I admit I can't just hop out of bed, walk over here, and jump in the shower. If I do that, I have to drive somewhere. Okay, yours is pretty easy, but guess what? I don't have to wash my shower down or my bathtub. I don't have to wash it. I can just get dried off and walk out. I let them deal with it, okay? Yeah. And as far as but you're using other people's, I only like to shower in clean places. And once I get to Tucson, it'll be clean. Yeah, it's really beautiful. They have beautiful showers where I go. Okay, sleeping. It's pretty easy to sleep. Okay, I do have to build out my bed. It's like build a bear. Well, I build a bed every night, and I've got it all here. But it's not that hard. And a lot of you have build outs where you just pull the blanket back like in a house and crawl in. Yeah, it's pretty easy. What else? Money, 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 money. Money. Okay. Yes, it's so much easier. That is almost, I would say, number one. Easy. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay Wi-Fi, internet. I don't have to pay utilities. That means water, electric, gas. Oh my gosh. Garbage. Yes, trash. Yeah. Taxes. Oh my gosh. Boy, these clouds are really coming in. It's going to rain all day. Let me see what we got here. I'll come back to that. I'll come back. Oh yeah. It's going to rain in about 5 minutes, it says. Then the rest of the day, it's going to rain noon, 1, and 2 p.m. Oh, and then again, 4. And then all the tomorrow and the rest of the week, it's going to dry out. The sun's going to shine. And it's only going to get up to 58 degrees. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, it's so close to go south. But, I'm still hanging in there. Most nomads, they're gone. But me, it's kind of I like this weather. Look, I grew up in Tucson, or I didn't grow up there. I grew up in Ohio. But in my young adult life, from then on and growing up to this, so I guess, yeah, growing up. I'm 72 now. Yay, 72 and a half. Basically, I grew in Tucson, where 99% of the days are hot and sunny, okay? Well, 99% of the days the sun shines. So, I'm thrilled with this weather. I love it. Yes, I'm talking fast and I'm making a lot of mistakes, so don't worry about it. You know, I don't have a teleprompter up here. This is all improv. Did you know that? I might have a list, but what I'm saying about the list is improv. Did you know that? So yeah, I mean, I do have gas, but not that much, because I don't travel like a lot of other nomads anymore. I used to, but I don't now. And then I've got food. I can buy such good food now. I can buy like organic and some of the better quality. Like I'm up to like the better quality of eggs. Yeah, it's like $10, $11 for a dozen. But to me, that's just $1 an egg. And I'm getting farm eggs. Yeah, without they're organic, cage-free, and I don't have the hormones going on, things like that. And I can buy all the organic veggies. I can buy all the organic veggies, things like that. I can buy a little bit higher quality food. So I'm taking care of my health more than spending all my money on rent. So there. Entertainment, well, I certainly don't need cable. What do I do for entertainment? Well, I entertain my own mind now with my own imagination, writing thrillers and books, coming up with ideas. And I'm sitting writing. It's like I'm creating my own movie. I know, I'm creating my own movie. But I do have Prime, but I also get free shipping. I watch Prime Video. And I don't pay for any music apps. I have Apple Music, but I usually will buy a song, maybe one song a month, which is $1.29, and put it into and then I own it forever, and I put it into my playlist. Yeah, something this way. So I remember that song. I would like to have that on my playlist for $1.29. I really only buy like one a month, maybe two. Entertainment, a lot of nomads' entertainment is sitting out here watching people. Because I have limo tinting on the back sides of my windows, and I can watch people, or I can just look at nature. I can look out there at the clouds. Yeah, that's my entertainment. Friends, oh my gosh, you're going to meet so many friends being a nomad, being a van life person. A lot of my friends are online that I've met, well, through my YouTube channel. But I mean, my friends, face-to-face friends, are from van life. I met them in Quartzsite. That's why I tell you, at least go to Quartzsite once, so you can get some names, and you can get their phone numbers, and you can hang with them and find out, where they are, and say, hey, I'd like to go see that. Mind if I camp with you for a few weeks? There you go. I mean, that's how it works. So if you are thinking about van life, make your car a camper van. Get it ready. Put some stuff in it and go to Quartzsite. And then you can drive back to your home. I've met people that do that. And then they get the itch and they go, maybe I would like to do van life full time. Yeah, but I'm telling you, a lot of people say, oh, Quartzsite, who wants to go there? I've heard bad things. Oh, go once. You're not going to die. And just watch your stuff. And when you pick a spot that you want to, park at, on the BLM land, I mean, just, if you're going to town, just take everything with you. Maybe leave a table out, or an old tent or something inexpensive, and leave it out, so that's your spot. But take all the important stuff with you. It's okay. You're going to meet people. You need to get their phone numbers, and and converse with them, text them. And then if you really want to do it, you've already got some names. Yeah. I mean, Max was my first. When I went to Quartzsite, he was the first guy I actually met, and we exchanged phone numbers and we talked, and we're still good friends now. And I've got Rhonda. I've got all kinds of friends that I still talk to that I met from Quartzsite. I mean, Jack, oh my gosh, we're like best buddies. Same as with Max and Rhonda. Yeah, there's a lot of people that we're like, I mean, we couldn't imagine life without them, and we met them in Quartzsite. So you're going to meet people. Now, here's the thing. Okay, here's where I'm at. I was born and raised in Ohio. Well, my husband and I left when we were mid-20s. You know, my theory is that I left my family and I left all the people that I graduated with. You know, my peers from school, growing up, my friends that in my neighborhood. And you kind of lose a little bit of contact after a while. Yeah, it kind of falls away a bit. So you're moving, and I think that's one of the reasons. And it actually is harder as we get older to make good, solid friends. It just is. So, and then the fact that we move a lot. You know, maybe we left our hometown, like I did. So that makes it, that's like 2-time whammy of meeting friends. Yes, I met people along the way when I was in Arizona, but I was busy raising children, didn't have the time or the inclination to really bond up. I have made more friends since I have been a nomad in van life than really the whole time being in Arizona raising children. So, yeah. I mean, I worked with people, but then they kind of fall away. Even when I was working in Ohio and Cincinnati, when I was a nomad, yeah, I met some people that I worked with for a little while, and we kept in touch, but it fell away. It just falls away. So, but my van life friends, the solid ones, they're there. They're going to be there till the end. I know that. What else do I got here? Oh, the weather. Yeah, weather. I can move with the weather, and I will be moving with the weather soon. We're all doing that. I know a lot of people. You know where I think a lot of people went after they left here is they went to Quartzsite. But I would not do that because it's too soon. I remember last year, Max loves Quartzsite. I mean, he's got a little trailer there. He's got his shed there. He's got his storage there. And he's got his clubs, like the model airplane clubs, things like that. He's got his friends there. So he was really anxious to go, but I'll tell you, I remember that I was camping at the time near the Grand Canyon, and he contacted me. He says, I just don't feel well. I'm so dehydrated. And I said, well, it's a 4-hour drive. I said, get your butt over here and get out of Quartzsite. What are you doing there so early? A lot of people go too early, and I would get sick. I think it draws the moisture out of my body when I'm in Quartzsite like that too soon. So I think that's where a lot of people went. Okay, storage, if it doesn't fit, you don't need it. Easy choice. If it doesn't fit in my van, easy choice. I get rid of it. Now, I do have a storage. You can get a storage. And what is that going to cost? Mine now costs $107, and I'm going to get rid of it. But if you really think about it, I mean, that's really not that much. That's not that much rent. $100? No, I mean, rent now is like $1,500 for a 1-bedroom. Maintenance, well, yes, I do have to maintain my car, but guess what? Everybody does if they have one. Even if you have a house, you got double duty. You have to pay insurance on your house if you own it, and then you still have to have insurance on your car. And you still have to maintain your car the same as I do. And I think in many respects, I actually use less gas. Yeah, I use less gas, I think, in many cases than the locals. I know in Flagstaff. I only, it's gotten to the point where I only have to fill my car up, and it's gotten to the point, if I really think about it hard, I'm only using like 12 gallons of gas a month. I'm quite serious. I just don't drive that much. Even Flagstaff is so small. Yeah, the places I go are all in one little area. What else? Oh, yes, I think lastly is freedom. Freedom. Yeah, I got a lot of freedom. That's why van life is so easy. It just is so easy. All of those little points. I see other van life channels that aren't so positive, and some that aren't being negative on purpose, but most of them is van life. This is why van life is so difficult. Van life is hard. Well, I'm here to say van life is not hard. It's easy. It really, really is. So I have a book. Did you know that? I have a book, How to Live in a Minivan, The Minivan Lee Way. All of my books are on Amazon. They're not expensive. It's a way to support me. I also have 8 years living in my minivan, my van life chronicles, and all of that talks about how easy it is. All of my adventures. Okay, there were some times I got lost going across the country. There was a point where I was madly in love and it didn't turn out right, and that was not easy. That wasn't easy at all. And what else maybe wasn't easy? Well, there were times maybe when it wasn't. But that's life, right? For the most part, 90% of it is fun and funny. And I've met so many cool people. So I've got these 2 books that have to do with van life. I love you guys a lot. I will see you tomorrow morning. Go see This Morning's and about me getting sick, about making myself sick. And then tomorrow morning I'll have something else for you, okay? I love you guys. Mwah. I really, really do. See you. Bye.